Online learning does not have to be scary. And Madison College was there for me.
We have people that are dedicated to our students' online success.
We can help you with your technology.
Give us the college try for 7 days. No risk, no worries. Madison College.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Robert Chappell, Executive Editor of Madison365, coming to you with your daily update for Wednesday, the 9th of December. A little bit early today, and it's also going to be a pretty brief update today. It is the last day of official classes at University of Wisconsin, so I have one last seminar today that's a little bit early. But then I'll be able to get back to giving you normal time briefings at 4 o'clock on Wednesdays. The news today is kind of what it has been for the past several days. We have 3,619 new cases today confirmed, and the number of new tests that we have processed is 11,726. So that puts our positive test rate for the day at almost 31%, which is not great. Yesterday was 43%, so it's better than yesterday. And that slightly better positive test rate today brings our 7-day average from 30.5 down to 29.5. Now that's the number of people. 29.5% of the people who've been tested in the past 7 days have tested positive. That's a terribly, terribly, terribly high number. But to see it go down by a full point in 1 day is actually really good news. The test result rate for all tests, meaning all tests, even people who took multiple tests, this counts all the tests they take, that went from 13.1 yesterday down to 12.8 today. So, again, very high number. That really needs to be below 3. But to see it go down, any day it goes down is a good day from that perspective. The bad news today is 83 more deaths. And these, as they were yesterday, are pretty concentrated in that sort of Milwaukee area. Let me get the actual chart up here for you. 15 today, 15 fatalities in Waukesha County today, and another 12 in Milwaukee County, and then 9 in Racine County, which is also kind of in that southeastern corner. And besides that, we have 6 in Sheboygan County, 5 each in Oneida and Kenosha counties, 4 in Winnebago County, 3 each in Monroe and Dodge County, 2 each in Washington and Jefferson County, and then 1 each in Wood, Waushara, Washburn, Walworth, Trempealeau, Shawano, Rusk, Ozaki, Oconto, Lincoln, Langley, Greene, Grant, Eau Claire, Dane, and Crawford. Well, Dane County reported 2 this morning, so those numbers will sync up probably tomorrow. So again, the deaths are pretty well spread out. The new cases, I've got this spreadsheet fixed. It was off yesterday. Today, the new cases per capita, the leader is Kenosha County, which is a little bit more urban. 151.7 new cases per 100,000 residents in Kenosha County. And after that, it is Crawford, Jackson, Taylor, Douglas, Marathon, Door, and Greene County, all over 100. So again, rural counties getting hit hard by new cases in terms of per capita new cases. So it's not necessarily the raw number of cases. For example, Kenosha County has 259 new cases, which is 151 per 100,000 residents. Crawford County only has 19 new cases, but that's 115 per 100,000. So a smaller number of cases makes a bigger impact in a more rural county. That's just sort of, it just makes sense intuitively. So I hope that makes sense for you. The 7-day average of deaths actually went down a little bit to 55. It was 58 yesterday, I believe. So even though we had, again, 83 deaths again today, the total death toll now is 3,887. So I think, it's reasonable if it's Wednesday today, we'll get high numbers again tomorrow and Friday probably. So I think it's reasonable to guess that by Friday we'll be over 4,000 fatalities for the year, or for the year, for the whole pandemic, which has all been this year. Again, the 7-day death average slipped slightly to 55, while the 14-day average actually went up a little bit to 51. So over the past 14 days, we've had 51 people die every day. And over the past 7, number is 55. The 7-day average of new cases is now 3,726. But again, that is a little bit artificially low, I think, because of the low testing. I've been seeing a little bit of media coverage on that testing issue. I haven't had a chance to really dig into it. But it looks like just daily testing is down, and state officials aren't quite sure why. And at first it was kind of up leading into Thanksgiving, and then you understand that it's low over Thanksgiving, over the holiday, over that weekend, but there was an expectation that people would start to come back and get tested again as the week went along, and some have, but we haven't got back to those levels of pre-Thanksgiving yet, and we really need to. Not because we want the numbers to be inflated, but because we know that there are a lot more than 3,600 new cases out there today. We were only able to catch 3,600 of them. There's probably a couple thousand more that are running around unaware that they're sick. I hope those people who are waiting for test results are isolated, and anybody who suspects they might be sick are isolated. But we can't guarantee that they will be. So it's better to do more testing and find more cases so that you can isolate those people, even if it makes the numbers look worse. Does that make sense? Okay, so that, I think, I mentioned it would be a brief briefing today, and it is. There's some fun stories on the website today. If you want to stop thinking about COVID for a minute, we do cover things other than COVID, so go to Madison365.org. There's a really fun story about Alma Board and Box, which is a new local business offering cheese and charcuterie boards for your holiday needs. We've got Jason Fields, the representative from Milwaukee, who is retiring from the Assembly and is now going to take over as CEO of MadRep, which is the Madison Regional Economic Partnership. So that's a big kind of talent acquisition for Madison to get him from Milwaukee to Madison to run that organization. We got a fun story about the breakdancing being in the Olympics. And when I saw that breakdancing was going to be in the Olympics, they announced that yesterday morning or maybe the day before. I thought I'd have to localize this. So I talked to some people. I talked to just two guys I was able to get a hold of yesterday, basically. And was able to talk to them about what it means to them to have their passion, their chosen art form to be represented in the Olympics. And there's a couple of really fun conversations. And those guys were good enough to send me some video. So there's some video in that story. It's on the front page of the story of Madison365.org right now. The headline is, "This is Mind-Blowing. Local B-Boys React to Breakdance's Olympic Debut." So give that a read. I think you'd enjoy it. I think that you'll like the video too. It's pretty cool. And the CEOs of Tomorrow are doing their 6th annual pitch event this weekend. That's a middle school program. My son did it this year. It was really cool. He started his own gummy bear business, which was great. But it's a middle school entrepreneurship program, and middle school and high school both. And this weekend they have their pitch event where the kids are basically pitching their business idea to pretend investors, to stakeholders and parents and things like that. They're doing it, of course, by Zoom this year, but it's always a fun event. So we've got a preview of that on the website this morning as well, or this afternoon. So take a look at the website, Madison365.org, for all your news. Keep up to date. I appreciate your time and your attention, and I'll be back again at normal time tomorrow. Check the It's Only 10 Minutes podcast tonight, tomorrow morning. Subscribe, follow on Spotify if you want. That'll be up at 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. Enjoy your evening. We'll see you again tomorrow.
This is 365 Media.